Santa Sue.
And welcome back to another episode of KSSH News at Noon.
I'm Rachel Bereiter.
And I'm Courtney Toole. Mountain biking can be so therapeutic, a relaxing ride in the country, communing with nature.
Or it can be fiercely competitive. Watch this.
Hey Santa Sue, Jack Wolfson here, and I'm in on America's 5th fastest growing sport, cross-country mountain bike racing. Let's go talk to Santa Sue's own Jack Delgado.
I do competitive cross-country mountain biking, and I've been doing it for 4 years now. I race with Simi Valley Composite, and we represent all of Simi Valley, and we have 7 racers. We have 4 high school students, including me, and 3 middle schoolers. I've been in 17 races in the league, and the biggest race that I've done was up in Los Olivos for the state championships, where there's about 1,000 plus racers. Season starts on November 1st, that's training season. The first race starts around the middle of February and ends near the end of May. This is a Turner Czar full suspension mountain bike. It has a 1x11 SRAM drivetrain, and it's a DW Link full suspension bike.
How hard can cross-country mountain bike racing even be? Pretty hard. Back to you in the studio.
One of our students is on both state and international Thespian boards.
I'm Maddie McCobb, and I'm here with Natasha Schlafer, who was just elected an International Thespian Officer. Hold on. You're telling me that you're the International Thespian Officer Chair? Doesn't that mean you're the highest ranking student official in the world? So Natasha, how do you become an International Thespian Officer?
You first have to submit an online application. If they like your online application, you do a 1-minute phone interview, and after that, if you are selected as one of the final candidates, you fly to Lincoln, Nebraska to the International Thespian Festival. There you participate in a 1-week leadership workshop where you will answer an impromptu question and at the end of the week give a 2-minute speech. Then all the voting delegates present at the leadership workshop vote, and whoever gets the most votes is on the board. International Thespian Society is a high school honor society like CSF or NHS, but specifically for high school thespian and technical theater students.
What are some of your responsibilities as International Thespian Officer Chair?
To travel to different state conferences, and there I teach leadership and advocacy workshops. I also had the opportunity just recently to travel to New York City to raise money for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS at their annual flea market. And I also, in March, will have the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. and to advocate for the arts and talk to different senators. One of the projects we're working on this year is Theater in Our Schools Month, which is going to be a national advocacy month in March, where we promote and celebrate educational theater in public schools.
Thanks, Natasha. Back to you in the studio.
Another Santa Susana alumni has returned as a teacher.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Rachel Rosenstein. We have a new English teacher and Santa Sue alumnus on campus. Let's go find out more. So Miss Frederick, why did you choose to come back to Santa Sue?
Well, I guess the first reason would be because of the teachers that already existed here. They were such a great inspiration for me and such great mentors that I wanted the opportunity to be able to work with some of my favorite teachers. There was one teacher in particular, Mr. Kohlmeyer, who within the first couple weeks noticed that I hadn't done an assignment and asked me what was up and why I hadn't turned it in. And the fact that he noticed made me realize, okay, well, if they care, then I'll try. And I'm willing to care too.
What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, there's tons of things. My favorite thing to do would be to run down to the beach. I live 1.5 miles, so that means I can commute from Ventura, which I know seems crazy, but it's worth it. And so I like to run down to the beach and run along it, especially at sunset. It's fun. And sometimes I take my little puppy with me, who's a corgi lab. So she's got the nice long lab body with short corgi legs, and she's adorable. I also do surfing. I read, write, go hiking, working on a backpacking trip right now during spring break for Yosemite to do Half Dome. That'll be insane. But I'm an outdoorsy, active person, so anything that's like that. Probably the biggest thing I look forward to right now are the dances. I really missed high school dances and the atmosphere of the dances. They were always a lot of fun for me, and so I'm looking forward to being able to chaperone them. I also am just looking forward to being part of the atmosphere again. Santa Sue is such a unique school with a unique feel, and I really miss that. And so when there was an opening to come back here, I was happy to take it and be part of that environment again.
Mrs. Wigdor is still working in the CCC.
but she has new responsibilities this year.
Hey Santa Sue, I'm Rachel Breiter here with Mrs. Wigdor to talk about her new title as CTE coordinator.
CTE stands for Career Technical Education. My job as a CTE coordinator is mainly to serve as a liaison between pathway teachers and industry professionals. There will be more opportunities for students to intern, to find a mentor, to have guest speaker in their classrooms, and to take more pathway-related field trips. The effect for students is that they will have more contact with industry professionals for the pathway that they have chosen. They can start making those connections and developing those relationships that can really benefit them in the long run. For teachers, I hope that having an on-site point of contact will give them the support they need to ensure success in the implementation of their requirements.
Back to you in the studio!
I'd rather have a fish than a dog.
My cat would agree.
Hey Santa Sue, Cameron Christensen here with Max Titcomb, the official Fish Master of Fish Club.
Fish Club is a group of people that meet up every Tuesday during lunch and discuss the aquatic issues of the world. And we together support the underwater sanctuary of our diverse species of goldfish that we have.
What skills do you think members can learn in Fish Club?
Skills. You can learn how to support a fish tank full of fun, friends, fellowship, love, and baked goods. The names of the fish are, there's Nosferatu, he's a bottom feeder. There's Galapagal, there's Black Shadow, there's Ham, there's Shrek, and my personal favorite, Geiger. This is definitely the best aquatic club at Santa Susana High School.
Back to you in the studio.
Our teacher reporter spoke with Santa Susana teachers about a new California law.
Let's talk. Teacher talk.
Fill up my head. Numbers, colors, and alphabet.
This week on Teacher Talk, we asked your teachers how they feel about a recent law passed in California legalizing medical-assisted suicide.
I do believe it should be legalized.
I definitely agree.
I don't think it should be allowed.
If people are terminally ill to such a point that it's so much pain, so much anguish, both physically, emotionally, for the patient and for everybody that the patient is connected to, and they have the clearness of mind to be able to decide for themselves if they want to die, they should have the right to do that.
Nowadays, there's such good medications and such good treatment that people can die with dignity and not in pain. There doesn't have to be that pain and suffering.
I believe that every human being has the right to decide whether or not they want to end their life.
In the case where somebody is terminally ill and they're suffering, that they should have the right to end their suffering.
For me, when I really think about it, life is a precious gift. And every moment that we have is something that we should cherish.
I am not a fan of medically induced suicide. Sometimes I guess I'm a little selfish, and I think to myself I'd like to have them here as long as they can be here, even though they may not be totally here mentally or even physically. I also don't believe that you should never go where you're not invited. So when the time it comes, it's your turn to pass on to the next plane, then you go at that point.
You're not going to believe this next story, but you should, because it's true.
Hey Santa Sue, Jack Wolfson here, and this past week we had a blood drive. Let's go talk to Red Cross nurse Donna Wooten with more on the subject.
You assume the blood will be ready for you and there on the hospital shelves when you need it, but without the donors, we wouldn't have that blood available.
Where can students donate if they didn't donate this past week?
We have mobile blood drives all over the city every day of the week. Also, there's a fixed donor center in Woodland Hills that you can walk into and donate anytime you like.
Ultimately, Santa Sue collected 50 units of blood compared to the 20 to 25 units of blood that the average high school would collect. So way to go, Santa Sue, and back to you in the studio.
What's that sound? Breaking news.
Have some old clothes?
Yeah.
Want to get rid of them?
Yeah.
Well, you can donate your clothes to the Thespian clothing drive.
Where can I donate them?
You can donate them to the Black Box Theater now to November 19th.
Awesome!
Are you up for an adventure?
Where would we go?
Why, To Treasure Island, of course.
Wow, I wish I could see 2 theater shows in one night, but I don't have the time.
Well, now you can. This weekend, Children's Theater is having a double feature.
I don't get it.
What's not to get? There's 2 shows. It's Treasure Island, Intermission, Aladdin.
Oh, I understand now.
Do you think there's a way to combine sleeping and theater?
Yes, I do. And here it is.
I'm Cami Lippert, here to talk with Mrs. Albertson about the upcoming fall semester musical.
We are doing Once Upon a Mattress about a Prince Dauntless, who is a mama's boy, and he's trying to find a real princess. And until he gets a princess, no one in the kingdom can get married.
I'm Sir Harry.
I play Lady Larkin.
And I'm really excited for the show just because it's coming together really quickly.
The directors are really amazing. The choreographer, the vocal director, the cast is amazing. It's just a great experience so far.
The show will be December 11th and 12th, 11th at 7, the 12th at 2 and 7, and that's in the PAC.
And now a word about an upcoming concert.
I can't wait for that.
And then there's a choir concert.
This next story has real sticking power.
Listen to these magnetic personalities.
Check out these cool magnets I got.
Dude, those are some rad magnets. Where did you get them?
I got them at the student store. For only $1.
Locker magnet. Come get your locker magnet. Only $1 at the student store.
Dude, those look like some rad magnets. Can I get 3 of them?
This one would look great here, awesome there, and perfect there. Now my locker's radical too.
Support the class of 2019. Get your locker magnets. There are 3 types and $1 each. November 9th through the 13th outside the student store. Thanks, Santa Sue.
Oh, beautiful, our heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life.
And that's the way it is.
November 5th, 2015.
Have an exemplary day, Santa Sue.
If you think the gorilla and the bananas won, give it up, guys. Give it up. Give it up, guys.